8 log rollers in the quarterfinals, including our #1 seed, that is Jamie Fischer. He will roll against his uncle Chris Fischer in the very first match. But with Jamie Fischer, he is not only taking on the rest of the field. Stacey, it's about his pain threshold as well.
Well, Bill, by rankings alone, he is considered the favorite, but just about 3 weeks ago in a competition, he suffered a severe high ankle sprain towards the inside of his foot. He's only been able to practice just once since that time. He had a cortisone shot about 1 week ago, which has reduced the pain and inflammation, but he says he's only 75%. Now, it's interesting the tape job he has on his foot. Since the injury occurred when his foot was in an elevated position, they have taped his foot insofar that it remains flat so that the toes do not raise. Now, we know in log rolling that foot mobility is a major impact. Sean, what's your take on this?
Well, Stacey and Bill, this is going to be difficult for Jamie to stay on top and keep his balance. I would be shocked if this doesn't have some effect on his rolling today.
And up against Jamie Fischer, his uncle, Chris Fischer. Now, Jamie wouldn't get his uncle wet here, would he, Sean?
Oh, I think he will. But listen, Chris Fischer is going to try to make Jamie use that ankle as much as possible. Obviously, Jamie is the favorite, but the ankle is going to be the wild card.
It is Chris Fischer on the left, his nephew Jamie Fischer on the right, who is competing with only 75% of one ankle. You can see that tape job, the high ankle sprain.
And Chris has to force Jamie into using that ankle, and to do that, you have to have direction changes of the log. He needs to kick and pull the log and force Jamie. But this is a running match. They're facing in the same direction, and this is about speed and quickness, not as much about power.
Oh, and in he goes. Nice directional change there by Jamie Fischer, and he sends his uncle into the drink.
Jamie's just able to stay on top of the log and not really engage his uncle Chris. Jamie pulls the log, stays on top. Chris, just at 44 years old, is a little bit slower, is not able to move those feet quickly and stay on top.
So that's fall #1. We'll check in with... Here we go, fall #2. And you got to think that it would really help Jamie Fischer with the bad ankle on the right to end this match as quickly as he can, and I believe he did just there.
I think it was a close ball, but it looks like he did. And you know what? It looks like the ankle's actually holding up pretty well for him. It looks like Jamie's ankle really isn't hurting him too much, but honestly, it hasn't been tested here by his uncle Chris. It's been a pretty easy match for Jamie. Chris just doesn't have the quick speed at 44 years old.